Hey there, John. How you doing? This is a little more comfortable. I think I've just gotten used to being up here too a little bit. Oh, I don't have the light on. Hold up. I think I did everything else I'm supposed to. There we go. It felt nice and cozy the other way though. I need to. Where's my. Uh oh. Oh, there it is. I gotta keep my phone closed. AJ's in New Orleans at the Nutcracker. I'm good too. Um, and I just asked how she liked it. I'm waiting to hear back. So, hey there, Dave. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I was saying it sure is more comfortable. Hey, there's the messy modeler. It's good to see you, man. Um, Nothing going on here. We had a a successful test stream. I don't know that everything was successful, but the test stream was successful. The actual stream was okay. Train didn't run good. Track needs to be clean. Might gonna come up with an alternate plan for tomorrow night than running trains. Um, I wonder if I would be able to. No, I guess I wouldn't. Um, I'd like to be able to do part of it downstairs and part of it up here, because I'd like to do that thing where we talk about the roads I wanted to do, but I got a lot of stuff I can work on, so we'll just have to see what we'll do. Maybe try to find something that's cool. Um, but what we're gonna do with this stuff right here is basically just you know, make it look like it's been rained and snowed on for 10 years approximately, which is not going to be real bad. We're going to get rid of the all the shine and all that stuff. I've got a shot glass here that says Iron Horse on it. This came from Claude, Cowboy Valley and Timberline Junction Claude. And I don't drink alcohol, so I'm probably going to use this shot glass for my wash. It's a good shot glass, but I wouldn't have any other use for it. I do use it as decoration, but good use for it. I feel like as long as I keep it, as long as I clean it out, I guess. Yeah. What's a boomer diorama? You know what I'm wondering is I had that heater on low down in there for the past week or two. I bet that's what got that track dirty. Because it was staying pretty clean. I do definitely want to figure out the roads. So what I was thinking on this, and I definitely want to be corrected if I'm wrong, is or if you have a suggestion or whatever. I don't know that you'd tell me I was wrong, but you can. But I was thinking that I would start with a lighter wash with less paint in it, and kind of go over everything and get the shine on it. Kind of the equivalent to a dull coat, maybe. And hey there, Zoe. How's it going? Good to see you. Happy Saturday, the 21st. We are counting down. I like to put the brakes on right here, everybody, because we're close enough to Christmas to me. We don't need to speed on through it. Boomer Dioramas is a terrific modeler. I understand. We good over here. We're good over here, waiting for AJ to get back in the house. I think they are going to dinner over there, and I'm really jealous. AJ's getting to eat over in New Orleans for dinner, and that's a good place to eat. And especially if you're visiting, because then you're going to a good place. And so I don't. I almost thought I had some dull coat, but I don't know where it is if I do. I guess, hey, Wild Bill, I guess I don't have to do, well, now, Zoe, I am a Pittsburgh fan myself, so you'll have to keep us updated on that, and I do know that we do not care for the Ravens. I thought I had some dull coat. I've got a gloss medium that I definitely don't want gloss. You know what? I think we used the matte medium on the snow. I have an iridescent medium. Oh, I got you, Dave. I hear what you're saying. I 3D print my roads, but I could definitely paint them like he tells me to. And I want to 3D print them too. The 3D printed roads I have on the diorama over on the other one now, I want to take up. And I don't know if I can pull them up, but I'm going to try. Because I want to redo them. The sidewalks are too, they're inflated. And I want to streamline them so they'll fit in and interact with the other side too. So I don't want to be locked into a certain road design. So I'm wanting to change some of that possibly. But I was pretty new in 3D printing when I first printed those roads. Alright. And I'm assuming that we're the 7. Unfortunately, because you put that first. So, what I did... I mean, this is 5 years ago, the first time I weathered, the model was assembled, and that's sometimes better because that's going to get a more realistic, for example, if you get a wash that's dripping, it would be dripping like the rain would run down, if you understand what I mean. So what I intend to do is I will lay these like they would be naturally on the model, and I will kind of weather them that way. As they would normally sit. This is a little bit higher angle than it actually sits at on the model. Alright. And these are a little less angled than they actually are on the model. So we're going to kind of compensate that way. So I'm just putting a glue dot under them so they won't have to chase them down the parchment. And I don't have any chalks or anything like that at this point. I might order some because I have and John, I was actually going to speak to you about that. I might get you to help me order some stuff for weathering, because I'm going to have to do one of those models that I'm doing. He wants it to look pretty old, and so I'm going to need more than with this being 10 years, I probably don't need anything but some wash. Because I agree, I don't like them. But I don't think that I would have any, dilapidated areas or anything like that. This really wouldn't, and it'd be probably kept up pretty well where it's at too. It just needs to not look new. So my idea was just to do some alcohol and water, and I'm actually going to use the same brown paint that I used in the airbrush for the walls, and I'm going to add just a very little bit. And I'm using the alcohol because I do want it to dry, and I want it to dry over the shine. I want to take the shine away. And so I'm going to mix it real good, about 50-50 water, alcohol, and then initially I'm just going to dip the brush in a couple times. Hey Lee, good to see you. And I'm just going to dip the brush in a couple times. Is that road a little loud? It looks like it is. It's kind of peeking out. Because I unplugged it and I plugged it back in. And, oh yeah, that's great, Zoe. 614. It looks like that I might have the mic set a little too high. Because I'm barely talking right now and I'm touching the red. Let me know if it is too high. I think I could probably go in and switch it. Because I'm literally like whispering right now and it's almost touching the red, which is actually kind of cool, but I naturally, if I like see somebody I haven't seen in a while, I'm gonna blast y'all's ears out. Okay, well let me know if it's a little bit too loud, because it kind of... Okay, good, Norman, thank you, and it's good to see you, Norman. Glad to have you here. Alright, Wild Bill's got a new train shed coming. Congratulations, Bill, that's great to hear from you. And it's it's really great. Excuse me. It's really great. It's like a little Christmas gift y'all got, huh? Like a little Christmas gift y'all got. That's good. I'm happy for you, very happy for y'all. And I'm enthused that you're gonna get to build your new layout. You're long overdue. Maybe a little more it is. And now you're hoping to hit 620 on my birthday on January 11th. I would imagine that you're gonna probably get there past by then. What are you at? Are you getting about one a day, Zoe? And so I'm stirring this paint that we put on the walls because it kind of looks like dirt. And I'm putting it in the water and alcohol. And then we'll do a little touch test and see, but I got to get all this paint off the brush. I'm not ready to do anything dark at all. I'd rather get a light coat on first. Are you kidding? Ray Babel and Zoe have the same birthday. Wow. Does she know Ray, I wonder? Probably, huh? Zoe, that's Lee. Lee, that's Zoe. Zoe comes through us from Brother Jerry. Via Brother Jerry, yeah. Brother Jerry said he had some work to do today. Let's see what happens here. Wish me luck. We'll start at the bottom and brush up because I figured that dirt, grime, and debris would gather at the bottom anyway. So, and it would run down. I don't know if this will be enough to unshine it or not. Is there something I could mix in with this that would help get rid of the shine better or quicker? Now, I mean, it might dry less shiny, and it's going to look kind of shiny under this light anyway. I'm going to have to keep that in mind. Alright, Wild Bill, I was going to save mine. I was going to be the 1,000. I actually don't know if I'm subbed or not. I did meet her once or twice in Jerry's stream, and then she came in ours a couple of days ago. I do kind of like the way that looks, though. And it might be good to go with actual, even after you do get this dry, even a thinner black wash. Oh, it's a commercial. I was about to say, that doesn't sound like Christmas. I had a, that last little, video of trains running was doing alright. I think it started to slow down, but it got 600 or 700 views. Shame that's not my layout, but I did shoot the footage. I'll take that much credit. Yeah. Anfield is across the pond. And so I will come in with more on the bottom. More on the bottom. More on the bottom. More on the bottom. Alright. Can you see much of a difference between them from y'all's side? I guess you're not supposed to see a ton. Oh yeah, it's starting to get better now. Oh, okay, cool. Now, I really want y'all not to be bashful and say something if you feeling anything. Because worst case scenario, either one of these decks can be printed again in about 3 or 4 hours. So yeah, Norman, I need some dull coat, and I thought I had some. What would work as a dull coat alternative? I mean, would the canopy glue thinned? Now, one thing I'm thinking is that once this dries, thank you. One thing I'm thinking is that once this coat dries, it's going to be the equivalent to a dull coat. I could be wrong, but that's kind of what I was thinking. I was thinking that this little brown wash that goes on here is going to serve kind of like a dull coat that will allow more paint to be held in the next coat. Is this kind of like a matte finish? See, I feel like what I would do, once this is dry, is a thinner black wash. I mean, I was kind of using this wash like a dull coat, but I wish I had some dull coat. I thought I did, but would you have used would we have used dull coat on the snow? Making the snow. Mod Podge is what we use. Never mind. I had Mod Podge. but I don't know that I had dull coat. But is Matt Mod Podge dull coat? Thank you, John. I appreciate you for that. Cause I'm not able to see that information. I can click stuff and see it, but not without changing something. Because YouTube's bad about, they show actually what's going out. Well, I mean, I guess it's good to a point. They show what's actually going out to y'all on the YouTube studio, not where I'm at. So I can't watch the YouTube studio. It messes me up because it's in delay. And makes me think the camera's messed up. Alright, so I think that probably, yeah, okay. Well, yeah, so I used all that. And so I think I'm going to switch those for a second. And this is interior, so I'm not going to worry about it. But the back here and here and here will be seen. So I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, and I used all my matte on that. I sure did. When I was making snow. So see, this little Cajun injector fits directly in top of this like a top. And so I can turn it over and pull the injector back and get some squirts of water. And it's got a pretty good seal on there, so if I knock it over and pick it up real quick, I don't spill much paint or water. I need to order some Mod Podge. And that's definitely is something I'm going to need when I do the more extensive weathering on those lifelike models. And actually on the train depot I'm going to do for him, that my little train depot, I think he wants it weathered pretty good too. Oh, okay, Bill. Alright. What are y'all playing, Bill, if you don't mind telling me real quick before you bolt off? Is it a computer game? You can leave the stream rolling if you're not going to be using the computer. Did he say what he was playing? I'm curious. He plays. I know he does. He's big in table game, and he does. I don't know if it's Warhammer, maybe. Yeah. You wouldn't catch me in a store right now for anything, Dave. If Amazon won't send it, I'm not getting it right now. Yesterday it was like $3.15 at I bet it is. I need to kind of be following it, but I can't do everything at once. Let's see what this is. Let me see. All right. So anyway, Wild Bill is, I think, plays Warhammer, and that's kind of like his table gaming is kind of like O scale. No, I used to be really bad, really into football, and actually, matter of fact, when I stopped drinking, I lost a lot of touch with it. I used to bet and drink and watch football, and they were kind of like a package deal. And I still love football, but I just don't follow it as much. I can't sit and watch a whole game anymore like I used to. Not able to. I mean, I can't hardly sit and watch a whole movie anymore. Set this right there. And the steps might be fun to do at least. The rest of this is pretty uneventful. Yes, sir, and I get that. I do get that. Now, when I do the wash on this, I will go ahead and make sure it's sitting down. You use Mod Podge to seal a lot of time and for watering the ponds and things. Okay. Yeah, I used to get up. This is, the internet was around, but we still got the newspaper, and the newspaper had the lines and all that stuff in it that I would check. And I actually would gamble online, but I would get the newspaper and I would go through all the lines. I'd get up early in the morning and go through all the lines and everything, and then I'd go to the computer and place bets. And I didn't bet a lot of money. I would bet like the parlays where you bet $10, and if you get you win all 6 games, you win like 200 or something off 10. I did stuff like that. So I didn't risk a ton of money, but I had to usually win more than one game because I would do parlays. So most of them I'd bet 10 and win 50 or 80 or something, because I do the I do a lot of the 3-game parlays, and I do a good bit of them. And so when you're doing all that, you got to follow a lot of games, and then you got to follow them all real close, because you got different combinations of teams that can win and things like that. And let's just switch these. A pool. I wasn't ever real good at pool, but I enjoyed playing. When I was in college, we were, you know, older in college, and towards the senior year, junior year time, me and a friend of mine would we had a class together, and we'd say we were going to study, but we would go shoot pool. We had girlfriends. And other girlfriends too. So we had girlfriends at home though that we actually shared apartments with. That late in our career. So what we're going to do in just a second is grab that first roof over there and see if it is unshined some. I remember Sparky was saying the last time I put one of these together on a string, he was saying nobody would want to weather one of these, and sure enough, pretty much assumed it wasn't within a day or two of him saying that somebody got one and wanted it weathered. Oh wow. Wow, that's cool. At work we had a really big NCAA competition, and the guy that won used AI. I mean, he admitted it from jump. He told everybody before it was over. He said, "Yeah, I used AI." He didn't know anything about basketball, and they wanted him to play. You know, they're trying to get at people to play, and so he said, "Can I ask the computer?" And they told him he could. They wanted him to play, and AI picked it. And I mean, we got a lot of coaches, you know. So these guys follow sports, you know, pretty closely. Uh-oh. Alright. So. Alright, let's see what happened here. This should be dry. Although I don't really have a comparison. You might need a little something more serious to get the shine off of this. And I mean, I guess it's probably because of the bright light. I don't know if you can get the shine off with the light on it the way it is. Let me get it. Alright. We're going to have to do something a little bit more than that. I mean, I can definitely see the difference, but I didn't get quite the dulling effect that I was hoping for. And I don't really know how to do that with what I have in-house. I might have to go to the store. Anybody have any suggestions? Alright, still 714. Anybody have any suggestions for, let me see something. This kind of looks like it's got some, it says it's iridescent medium. It's got like sparkles in it or something. I don't think we want that. Y'all saw that? You take the Cajun injector when you're almost out of paint, put a little water in the injector, put the injector, it fits right in the end, squeeze a little water in, shake it up, and you can be real cheap like me, or lazy, or both. Yeah, I don't want anything glossy at all. So and this isn't actually a shiny filament, it's just not a matte. I'm mixing alcohol with the water, Lee, because I do want it to dry a little faster. See, that's too black. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use this lid. I'm going to put some in there and I'm going to dilute it with the alcohol. And now we got a little brown in there too, so we've got a brown and black mixture. And the wash isn't so strong. Good night, Lee. Good to see you. Sleep well. So I was kind of thinking that I would be able to lay a thin coat with the airbrush and get it to cover and not be shiny, but I don't know that a thin coat with the airbrush would have been any different than this. I think I got my wash too dark, so I'm using this lid to dilute it and making a mess. But I have a towel somewhere. Here it is. Before I compound my mess. Let's try it. Now, if I can just replicate that on the other pieces. Hey, alright, John. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be on too much longer. I got to get some supper, too. Probably another half hour or so, and then I'm going to have to break off and eat and go about my life, too. I have cleaning that I really need to do that I have just been avoiding because I have, like, a good work excuse. So, I have work to do, so I have a good excuse not to clean. The problem is, I can excuse it all I want, but it's not going to get clean. Yeah, I think John makes it a practice not to eat at his computer. He separates those two things. Now we're getting somewhere, I think. Now there I can see a difference. Ooh, I think I got it too thin. Have y'all seen Wigwag? He said hello when I'd set my stream up earlier, but it took me forever to get to actually stream from the time I said I might start. He was in there and said hello earlier, but I hadn't seen him since. Alright, yeah, let's see. Uh-oh, Gracie's messing with her food bowl. That means she getting hungry too. Alright. And so what I think I'm going to do is get these with this on it like this, and then once I put it together, I'll finish up the touch-ups, and we'll weather and finish up everything when it's together. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That should dry nice. And I think I'm gonna do this the same colors or that I did the other one, but it should look different with the weathering on it. I might do the I might not do the accessories in that lighter tan color. I might do them in the dark color, but other than that, one of the reasons being is since I am weathering it, if I do those tan colors, it'll be more difficult to weather than if I have the darker colored accessories. They're easier. They almost have a natural weathered look as long as they're not shiny. And so I am going to probably have to get some dull coat to... Can you spray dull coat through the... Yeah, that's true. And do some shorts. Do you do any shorts, Zoe? If you've not ever really done shorts, you'll pick up some subs for it because you'll get new people exposed to new people that that basically just watch shorts. The problem is they're not going to be they have short attention spans, but they help get your sub count up. How you doing on watch time? All right. Alright. Well, if you're already doing shorts, that'd be different. When I was at about 600 or 700 subscribers, I had not done any shorts at all. And I started doing some, and it kind of exposed me to some, some different people that I hadn't previously been exposed to. Let's see what we think. Well, it's subtle, which I wanted it to be subtle. Maybe go ahead and do another coat. Let's try it. So let's do some black. And so you do shorts and long form? Do you do shorts that promote your long forms? That doesn't always work for me, but I try sometimes. Yeah. Let's see. Alright. So, you talking about shorts, Dave? So I've got a brown and a black mixture. And let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, sure. They also watch a lot of videos and leave a lot of comments. And, I mean, there are a couple of them that helps. I hope when AJ gets old enough to do that, she's willing to, or enthusiastic enough to want to. It's got to be helpful to have a teammate. I often thought that it might not have been a bad idea to start a channel with somebody. I mean, had I known any of y'all real good up from jump, just because, you know, different people have different times of jobs and family responsibilities, and you know, you have different seasons and different times of year where things are harder and easier and all that kind of stuff. And so it'd be good to have a partner. I mean, in the event that revenue ever came, I would have no trouble sharing it, because you probably make twice as much, if not more. At least that's how I feel. If you have stayed with us this whole time, I sure do appreciate it, because I know this isn't very entertaining. Um, it's kind of like watching paint dry, I guess. I mean, it really is. And so, and I'm not doing anything special, so if you have stayed with me, I appreciate it. Gracie getting restless. Yep. I remember when I was brand new, the first live stream I found, it was Cousin Vinny's, I think. Can't remember exactly. This was like brand new. I mean, I don't even think I maybe talked to anybody in there or said hello. But I felt like I had hit the model railroad jackpot. I was subbing to everybody in there. That could have been why I didn't say hello. I spent the whole time subbing to people. So I guess the moral to that story is, Zoe, people like, when newbies come in there, they do that. And when they sub to a lot of people like that, they don't necessarily, or in a live stream, they don't necessarily go watch any of your videos right there immediately. But then when you upload, it comes up in their feed. I was messing around in the Teespring store today trying to make t-shirts and stuff, and that thing is not very user friendly. But I made a cool hoodie. I think I got a hoodie and a t-shirt made, and that was it. And I spent way too much time in there to just get Sparky 107 Christmas stream is a good one. That's sure too, very true. Sparky 107 107. That is, what time? It's afternoon on Christmas, isn't it? Sometime in the afternoon. Noon, okay. Yeah, AJ wakes up here and then goes to her mama's a little while after, early afternoon, um, around noon. um, we both get to see her on Christmas and New Year's. She keeps her in the morning on New Year's until, and then I get her in the evening on New Year's, and then keep her Christmas night, and then after we open presents and everything, she goes back to her mom, so she gets to see Santa Claus from everywhere. Oh, you think he'll stream for 7 hours or so? I don't think I could do that. I'm not that big a man. Alright. Let's let this drip down these stairs. Those stairs get dirty. Although I guess they get cleaned, but Wednesday evenings. That's yeah. When he does that at 8 Eastern, because I'm usually exhausted. I've been to work all day, and I come home and I stream, and then I'll get the alert for his stream, and I just can't make it. I just don't have it in me. It's like for Chris's stream tonight. I'm going to go to Chris's stream, but I'm going to probably just say hello, and I'll probably going to lay there and listen to it, and I'll probably won't stay awake through the whole thing. What I'll do is I'll let this rest overnight, and then I'll come back in the morning and see kind of what I'm dealing with. I didn't tear anything up, so that makes me happy. Should have probably improved the look of it a little bit. Can't remember which all of these I've done. Not that it matters. Alright. And that way I don't do too much too soon and overdo anything. Hey, the Dutchman's Wood Shack. You're working on an N-gauge layout. Alright, man, and tell us more about it. What you doing with that? I am weathering some N-scale ski lodge pieces for a model that I will be assembling probably tomorrow evening. It's not what I meant to do, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to run trains down there tomorrow during the stream. Just too much to do to get ready. You're doing wiring now? How big is it? Where you got it in a basement, shed? You got a separate room? You're doing it on the shelf layout? What you got? Okay, I have a coupler expert in the house right now, and it ain't me. We got a guy in the stream right now, unless he left in the last 30 seconds, named Dave B. and SFN Scale, and I would be willing to bet that if you would tell us a little bit about your coupler problem, if there is somebody who can help by just talking, it might be him, because he's pretty good. He's good at kind of stuff like that, too. I mean, you know, there's certain things that 10 by 10, that's cool. Can you pop up on the inside? No, okay. So what's going on with your couplers? They're the right height. Alright, so the couplers don't stay coupled long. So when you say that, alright, are they couples that are connected car to car, car to loco? How many cars do you have connected behind them? Yeah, that's what we're... curious about. All right, they coming undone in one. Is it one car? He said it's not track work, so it's spring or coupler height or... I wonder how you have to do that. Hey there, DES David. Good to see you, man. It could be that he has, if he has different kinds of cars, Yeah, do you have different kinds of cars that are connecting together? Um, you could have different size wheels on those cars, so they would have a different size trip pin. And you're welcome. And all right. Um, Yeah, see, that's probably what you got going on, man. I mean, Dave will probably cut in on this and tell you better than me, but still, um, if you got Atlas cars and microtrains cars and uh, you don't have a consistent coupler, I mean, what I do is I make sure that I have different. Well, yeah, but there are different size wheels too. Different size flanges and all that stuff. The pizza cutters, and then you got the Um, so one thing that I do is yeah, that I mean that's what I was gonna say. I have all different kinds of cars on my layout downstairs, but I've got the exact same metal wheels on every car, and I've got the exact same couplers on every car. And so I just buy the couplers and buy the wheels, and then when I get a new car, I change the couplers, I change the wheels, and then when you're consistent like that, then it's really easy if you've got something that's coming apart and won't stay together. It's really easy to troubleshoot it. But when you got five different kinds of cars with possibly five different kinds of couplers and maybe five different sets of wheels, you just got a lot of things going on that could be causing that. And I mean, you could have a couple couplers that are just old and weak. They could be worn out. They could have had they could be pulling five cars now, but they could have been on a longer train before and gotten worked pretty hard, something like that. But yeah, microtrains, trucks, and couplers. I get the Bettendorf ones, but you can get as long as they're MTL. Um, Dave, you get the do you get the bearing ones, the sealed bearing ones, or do you get the Bettendorfs? Oh wow! I have 250 cars to change, but the car dollies are bigger wheel size, and it throws everything off. Hmm. Um. So you've been fighting the coupler problem for a year. They won't stay together. Um. I would buy a I would buy a set of I'd buy a set of metal wheels and a set of MTL trucks. You know, 5 or 6, maybe 12. Get a dozen, where you got 6 cars worth of MTL trucks. Um, put your MTL trucks on there, so the exact same wheels, and then you're not gonna have that problem, I don't think. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just don't think you're gonna have that problem. Could the Dave, could is it happening in the same curve? I'm not talking about the track work. Well, I guess that would be track work. Never mind. You said it wasn't track work. Just trying to figure that out. If it's not that the cars are too heavy. Yeah, I mean, if you've got that many cars, I would definitely go through and find 5 identical cars and try that way. Um, I'm sure you've tried a lot of these things that we're mentioning, but you know we don't know what you tried. So what we will be doing in the upcoming stream is and I guess I will clean the house and stuff tomorrow, and I got canopy glue on the windows here, and I have decided that I'm gonna do the on the Italian restaurant that I got to do in N scale. I'm gonna try to do those windows flat down, Dave. I'm gonna tape them down to parchment. If I need to, even I'm gonna run some sandpaper over the back and make sure they lay really flat. And I'm going to try to do the windows just with the canopy glue and not the window filament at all, and see if I can get that to work, because I'm so tired of doing this way. It took me an hour, and I mean, I've gotten fairly efficient, but it took me about an hour and 20 minutes to do these windows, to put the windows on the backs of these. Because, you know, I mean, you got to make sure you don't get them into the angle, and you don't get them, I mean, they obviously can't go extrude anywhere, but they can't even get into the angle. And some of the pieces are really super thin. And so, these go here. I got extra pieces, some. Inserts. Oh no, John. That's awful. I hate it when they do that. It seems like once you move in, they really shouldn't be able to do that. It just doesn't seem fair to me that once you've already moved into a place and made arrangements, that then they could change. I mean, I could see them it went from 123 to 642. That ain't an increase. That's okay. Yeah, I mean that's not even that's not even fair. You can't even expect somebody to have be able to factor that into their budget. I mean, you can't have even made a budget and change that unless. I mean, you got to be independently wealthy to have your rent raised by 5 times and just do it without sweating. I'm really sorry to hear that, John. So these all go inside, though they don't matter. They won't be seen. All right. So what we will do is, I guess, tomorrow evening, we'll put this thing together. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know that you can call that a hike. That's like, it's not even an increase. It just, the words, I don't have words. It's just beyond not even fair. Then we'll do the accessories at another time, but we have some accessories here. I don't know if I want to. I have to decide if I'm going to do the accessories in this color or this color. This isn't bad, and it would probably look pretty good on there, but I need to weather this if I'm going to do that. I can't decide. Well, we'll have to worry about the accessories on another day, because that's nothing that's going to happen tomorrow. So, John K., I'm very sorry to hear about your rent increase, and that's not even an increase, like I said. The Dutchman's Wood Shack, we sure hope you get your issue solved. If you've been fighting with it for a year, gotta suggest getting 5 of the same cars, 6 of the same cars, getting 12 MTL trucks, and 48 metal wheels. Or 24 metal wheels, whatever, and hook them up that way. And Zoe, thank you for joining us today and hanging in there. Dave, being SFN scale, thank you so much. You were in both my streams the entire time, and today wasn't very eventful for either one of them. I appreciate you. DES Dave, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you joining us. Brother John, John K was here. John SRV was in here. Wild Bill was in here. Thank you, Wild Bill. And Norman was in here. And might still be. Don't know. And that's all I see that chatted with us, at least, that said hello. And appreciate you very much. Please, 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 I encourage you to come out and see us on tomorrow night for Sidetrack Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be doing chat and messing with this model. I don't know exactly where I will be. And I don't know if I will be at this part right here and just begin putting the whole thing together on the stream, or if I will already have a good bit of it together, but I'll still be working on it, I'm sure. And I might just kind of try to take the day off of modeling tomorrow, get some house cleaning done and stuff like that. I really need to clean my track downstairs because I asked Santa Claus for some locomotives. And so if I get new locos, I need the track clean because I need to, I want to be able to run 2 trains at once. That's why I asked for locos. Because if I've got 2 good A and B sets, I can run trains together without any problem because I'm DC. And so if I have kind of newer locos running with older locos, it's really hard to keep them on the track together, because the newer locos at the same power run up behind the older ones. Now I have 3 different places where I can turn the train around, but that can get pretty cumbersome if one of the trains is significantly faster than the other ones. So we will definitely get some videos of some trains running soon. But for tomorrow night, we're probably going to be back up here working on this model. That's Sidetrack Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'll appreciate it if y'all are able to come. If you're watching the replay, please come if you can. Those of you that are still in the stream right now, in 54 minutes, Go Via or Go Home, Chris will be streaming on his channel. And that's 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Chris at Go Via Go Home will be streaming on his channel. And if y'all are able to, go over there and check that out. Thank y'all very much for watching today. I appreciate each and every one of you. Good night. Oh, let's see.